Hello students, this is a very quick video. I'm going through some of the things that you may need to do in order to be ready to submit your SBA pieces to your teachers, to your respective teachers. Now, one of the first things is that unless your subject area requires you to upload your document as a Word document or a PowerPoint document or what you might call it, a publisher document, then the format that we will be using for upload is PDF documents, right? So in order to save your Word document as a PDF document, we are going to be following these few steps. The first step is to ensure that our Word document is properly arranged. So we're going to ensure that the cover page is where the cover page is supposed to be. We're going to ensure that page 1 is where it's supposed to be, and so on and so forth. Now, once we've done that and our documents have been saved, we have to ensure that the document is saved. If it's not saved, we're going to make sure that we save the document. Alright, so we save the document, and when we're saving the document, it is recommended that we save the document using our CXC registration number. Now, the registration number starts with the school code, and at Homewood we have two different school codes. We have one for day school, one for evening school. So if you're using day school, your school code is 100048. Or if you're using evening school, or if you're doing the exam on the evening school program, the school code is 100441. So the registration number has a school code at the front, along with an additional 4 numbers, right, or 4 digits, right? So these 4 digits may vary based on each student. So each student has a different 4 digits after the school code. So in this instance, I'm just going to be using 4 zeros. Right, so that is the registration number, your CXC registration number, right? So you save it as your registration number. Now, once the document is saved, our next step is to go back into File. If we're using Microsoft Office, we go back into File. Then we're going to go down to Save as Adobe PDF, right? So we click on Save as Adobe PDF, and we just click Save, and it's going to give us a PDF file, PDF version of the file that we have before. Right? Now you see me opening this file. This is the PDF version of the file that I just had open. So it's now one document. Right. Now, that's the first thing. The second thing that we have to ensure when we're submitting our documents is that in some cases we have, for example, some subjects like EDPM, we have more than one documents to upload. So I know that we have students who have some Word documents. They might have a PowerPoint presentation, they might have a publisher file. So in a case where you have more than one documents uploading, what you need to do is the first one, so document 1, you're gonna rename document 1 as your student registration number plus a -1 afterwards, just like I have it there. And then the second file, so you have it as a student registration number, it's -1, so that's the first file. The second file, still the same student registration number and -2, and we continue in that format depending on how many different files we have, right? So for those of us who don't know how to rename our files, we can do it there are 3 easy ways to rename your files. The first one, click, and then click again. That's very easy. The second one is to right click and go down to rename, or the third one is to select the file and then on the keyboard you press F2. All three of them give you the same option to rename your document. Right, so once your documents are properly labeled, right, once they're properly labeled and all the documents have been submitted, or you're going to put them in a folder. So the easiest way is to right click, go to new and select folder, and you're going to label your folder the same way you labeled your file. So that it was going to be your registration number 348000. That's my registration number. Okay. And then finally we're going to select both files and drag them into the folder. Alright, so once we have done that, the final thing that we're going to do in order to submit it, to email it to our teachers, is we're going to right click on the document, right click on the folder rather, and we are going to add it to a zip file. Alright, now you might not see the same exact words that I have here, but you might see something like compress or something like that. Once you see that, it means that you're adding it to a zip file. Right, so once you've created that zip file, this zip file is what you're going to be emailing to your teachers for submission to CXC.